It's great to be back in the state of Alabama, and when Phil called about doing this, wasn't a hesitation because of the great experience my family and I had, and really kind of, set me off in this coaching journey after a lot of years of hanging around in all kinds of different spots that not a lot of people would say are vacation spots. So, but really excited to be here, and appreciate you guys showing up.
Jim, as you've traveled around the state of Florida and spoken to booster clubs, what do you sense the mood's like right now? What have you tried to emphasize to fans about the process that you're getting ready to start there?
Well, I think, first and foremost, the Gator brand is something that, it's special. And doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, you flash that Gator, everybody knows who it is and what it's all about. And that's great. We have a wonderful university, a great administration. I think the biggest thing that we're trying to maybe get across is, we have so many things to celebrate, and being positive on a daily basis and affecting the people around you, treat them the way you'd like to be treated. And at the end of the day, the one thing that we do have is there's something called Gators taking care of Gators. And, when these players, when they graduate and their playing days are over, there's something special about that. There's a place to come back to, and there's a network of Gators out there that can help them start that next part of their life. And those are the things that we've got to really get back to.
How about your quarterback situation? Talk about that.
Well, we've got two guys that battled their tails off in spring, trying to grasp a new system. I thought they did a really, really good job. And really, what we did kind of this spring offensively was more so kind of find out what the individual position groups did well, what some of the specific players did well, as we kind of now put the pieces together going into August, is putting a package in to hopefully play to their strengths and not ask them to do some things that, maybe they're not ready for. And so those two guys did a great job of grasping what we were trying to accomplish. For the most part, threw it to the right color jersey. That's something that we kind of stress pretty good, and that helps you win ball games. And but we'll carry it over. I'll be interested in August to kind of see how they led the team through the the player-driven OTAs and that kind of thing, and we'll get a good sense then kind of how they affected the people around them.
How much do you feel like you're having to do to repair confidence, especially on the offensive side?
Well, I don't know. Will did an outstanding job there. He changed the culture. He really did an outstanding job of understanding the expectations. Was just kind of snake bit at some of the position groups. There's 6 guys I think that were on some kind of medical hardship or whatever in the offensive line. We were down to 6 scholarship guys this spring. We're bringing in 6 guys, and yet you kind of at that position would hope, to be around 16 to 18 scholarship guys, right? So we've got a little bit to go, as we kind of rebuild bodies, in those areas. And we get 2 scholarship running backs, so we went out and I think what it kind of translates to is these young guys, whether they're ready or not, they're going to all come in and get a lot of reps, whether they like it or not. So as I kind of told them, it's a little bit like, we got this place in Orlando they call Disneyland, just right down, or Disney World, whatever it is down there. And, it's like getting a fast pass, where you get on the ride right away. These guys are getting on the ride right away.
When you left Alabama, what did you think about what Doug did after you left? Obviously, you must have liked it.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how much you saw of them this year, but then what Lane was able to do with the place.
Well, I tell you what, those guys are great coaches. And obviously, Nuss and I have known each other. We go back to when we were at Michigan State together. I coached against him when he was a player at the University of Idaho. Been longtime friends. And he's a guy, obviously we've got kind of like thoughts and ideas on what we're trying to accomplish, and I've got total trust in him, obviously, to implement the system that we're looking to do. And yet, you know, it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to evolve to it. It's not something where, you know, I'm a believer in there again, we talked earlier, trying to fit what you're doing to the pieces that you have. And then as time goes, you kind of build your, you know, your product or mold it a little bit more to maybe what we will be in the future. But both what he and Lane, you know, have done there, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, what they have done offensively. Obviously, the wins continue to happen. Obviously shows that I was pretty easy to replace. And so at the same time, you know, Coach also knows I'll do anything I can to help them, you know, if they ever have anything. And there's been some talks over time too, you know, that if there's anything I could do, because I truly owe a lot to that experience at the University of Alabama.